90% of people hypnotize themselves several times a day. You just don't realize it.
Maybe people are feeling just unwell, like mentally unwell in some way, stressed, they've got some kind of problems. How would you say they should sort of begin to evaluate themselves and identify what these problems might be? Because you have to sort of identify issues before you can start solving anything.
Yeah, well, that's the difficulty. Sometimes what you think the problem is not the problem. It's just a symptom, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
So very often symptom labels are just symptoms of an issue, but the symptoms are not the issue. It's the issue that needs to be resolved, and then the symptoms will disappear. But I think when you start evaluating, are you feeling less connected with the people around you? Do you find it difficult to connect with people around you? Is it affecting work? Is it affecting your career? Is it making you feel less happy? That's a good starting point. Is it you're actually feeling less happy, less fulfilled? Does it make you feel less of a person? On a very basic level, that's the starting points, I think.
And so you have quite a range of treatments for trauma, anxiety, and other issues that when I had a look through, I didn't recognize really any of them, apart from maybe hypnotherapy. But even then, I don't really know what that entails exactly.
Okay.
So I'm quite interested, let's say start with, if you look at hypnotherapy, is that, how close to what people imagine is that process, right?
Okay.
Hypnotism.
Well, I would say 90% of people hypnotize themselves several times a day. You just don't realize it.
Okay.
So if you read a book and you're really absorbed in it, congratulations, that's self-hypnosis. You watch a movie and you suddenly jump when something scary happens, that's self-hypnosis. Have you ever do you drive?
Yeah.
Have you ever driven on a motorway and suddenly you're at your destination and you're like, I missed a bit of the journey? That's motorway hypnosis.
Okay.
When you daydream, that's self-hypnosis. So it's a natural trance. It's just a different state of brain wave frequency. That's all it is.
Okay.
Clinical hypnosis is therapy that uses a brain frequency that allows you to access the subconscious. That's all it is to resolve an issue. But the person is always in control.
Okay. So what do you think's happening when people do crazy things under hypnosis? You feel like they're deciding to do those things?
Nobody I've really done crazy things in hypnosis. Sometimes surprising things happen, but nothing crazy happens. It just allows you to basically set aside that deeply analytical mind, because 90% of your actions are actually driven by your subconscious. 10% or 5% is actually driven by your conscious. So you're basically trying to resolve complex issues using 5 to 10% of your brain power.
Yeah.
While you could actually use 90 or 95% of your brain power to resolve an issue.